I'm so close to rebuilding the $6 million Bugatti Chiron Persport. Here is the quarter panel. This was the last part to come off the car.
What if the disaster you fear isn't just a setback, but a carefully planned step in a grander design? Matt Armstrong, faced with a body kit failure that sparked internet ridicule and industry skepticism, wasn't defeated. He was already preparing a secret backup to rewrite the story. While the Venom kit crumbled under scrutiny, Armstrong quietly lined up a flawless, factory-spec solution that could change everything for independent Bugatti builds. This isn't just about fixing a car. It's about breaking a monopoly and proving that sometimes the smartest moves happen behind the scenes. The Venom kit fallout. When the Venom Bugatti body kit arrived, anticipation quickly turned to disappointment and frustration. The kit, costing $700,000, was meant to transform the Chiron into something extraordinary. But instead, it sparked a wave of online ridicule. Tens of thousands of comments poured in, painting the Venom design as amateurish and poorly executed. Many called it a joke, comparing it to something designed by a teenager in a video game, stripping away any hope of it being taken seriously. This backlash wasn't just about aesthetics. It was a blow to the credibility of the entire build. The internet roasted the kit mercilessly, turning it into a symbol of failure and a cautionary tale for independent hypercar projects. Matt Armstrong, the mechanic responsible for fitting the kit, found himself at the center of the storm, facing public scrutiny as the backlash mounted. Yet instead of responding with defensiveness or excuses, Armstrong remained silently focused. The failure of the kit posed an immediate challenge: how to move forward without destroying the project or the trust between Armstrong and his client, Alex Gonzalez. Armstrong couldn't simply reject the kit openly. The deal was sealed, the kit was paid for, and millions of subscribers were watching every move. Any public outburst could ruin not only this project, but Armstrong's reputation in the wider automotive world. What made the situation even more tense was Bugatti's known stance on independent rebuilds. The company enforces strict control over its parts supply chain through VIN locks and pressure on suppliers, intending to maintain a monopoly on factory components. The Venom kit's failure was a victory for that monopoly narrative. Bugatti could claim that only their official parts and services were reliable and trustworthy. Armstrong was caught in a difficult spot: deliver a flawed product or risk alienating his client and audience. Despite the mounting pressure, Armstrong approached the crisis quietly, resisting the urge to publicly criticize the kit or its creators. He worked tirelessly, modifying the kit hour by hour to try and make it fit acceptably while keeping the build on schedule. Yet behind that visible struggle, there was more happening. An unseen plan silently taking shape. Armstrong had chosen not to make the failure the final word. The visible disaster of the Venom kit was just the beginning of a larger story. What most didn't see was the calm resilience Armstrong maintained in the face of this public disaster. His quiet focus wasn't resignation, it was a strategic pause. While the online world sharpened its knives, Armstrong prepared a countermove that would shift the entire narrative. This unfolding crisis set the stage for a surprising revelation. Armstrong's ability to navigate the fallout without panic or public drama hinted at a deeper wisdom at play, a secret plan hidden in plain sight. The same eyes that watched the disaster unfolding on screen missed the subtle signs of a master plan developing behind the scenes. The story of the Venom kit is more than a tale of failure. It's the first act in a high-stakes chess game where Armstrong holds moves still unseen by most. Transitioning from the chaos of failure, let's explore how Armstrong's composed response was not silence born of defeat, but the calm before a brilliant comeback. Armstrong's silent resolve. As the online criticism intensified, Matt Armstrong's reaction was noticeably calm and silent. While many expected him to defend himself, his client, or the Venom kit, Armstrong said nothing publicly. No angry posts, no blame shifted, no dramatic statements. Instead, he let the work speak and focused on finding a way forward without fanfare. This silence was puzzling to some, interpreted by a few as shame or surrender. Others wondered if Armstrong had quietly given up, closed his workshop, or stepped away from the project entirely. But those perceptions missed the true nature of his response, a strategic decision rooted in confidence and foresight. Armstrong understood that reacting with defensiveness would only amplify the controversy and potentially ruin everything. Behind the scenes, Armstrong was far from passive. Upon realizing the kit's shortcomings the moment it was unboxed, he quickly recalculated the path forward. He did not rush into confrontation or abandon the project. Instead, he quietly reached out to contacts, signaling the need for a backup plan. This move was done discreetly, out of view of the cameras, clients, and the online crowd. The decision to work silently was critical. Armstrong recognized that his role required trust and professionalism, especially with Alex Gonzalez as a client. Rejecting the kit openly would humiliate Alex, damage future business opportunities, and validate Bugatti's messaging that independent builds are doomed. Armstrong chose instead to carry the weight of the public's disappointment without complaint, preserving the integrity of the client relationship. By keeping calm and focused, Armstrong demonstrated an important lesson. Mastery in his craft is as much about problem-solving behind the scenes as it is about visible successes. His quiet resolve gave him the mental space to prepare something extraordinary without distraction or drama. This composure created a contrast between the public storm and the private engineering effort underway. The workshop remained a place of measured action, not reaction. Armstrong continued adapting the Venom kit, perfecting it as best as possible under the circumstances. Meanwhile, he quietly advanced a hidden project, a Plan B designed to rescue the build and reshape the entire conversation. This dual approach showed Armstrong's ability to think multiple steps ahead, balancing immediate demands with future possibilities. It transformed silence from perceived weakness into a demonstration of control and strategy. While fans saw frustration and failure, Armstrong quietly engineered the foundation for an astonishing turnaround, a secret backup that would soon come to light and change everything. Transitioning from Armstrong's calculated silence, the subtle clues he left behind reveal a backup plan far more ambitious than many realized at the time. The secret backup plan. Though Armstrong kept his backup project under wraps, he left subtle hints in his videos that eagle-eyed viewers started to notice and dismiss. In one clip, while working on the rear quarter panel, a carbon fiber panel could be seen partially covered, but clearly not part of the Venom kit. Zooming in revealed a genuine carbon fiber weave shaped exactly like the original Chiron Per Sport panel. This prototype stood apart from the cheap composites in the Venom crate, signaling a secret alternative in development. In another brief moment, Armstrong's laptop screen flashed a partially visible email titled Chiron Per Sport Panel Specs Confirmed from Motorsport Composites UK. This UK-based company is no ordinary workshop. They specialize in high-end carbon fiber fabrication for Formula One teams and world endurance racing teams. Armstrong had engaged true experts to reverse engineer and manufacture panels that matched factory specifications precisely. This collaboration was unprecedented. Armstrong tasked Motorsport Composites with creating exact replicas of Bugatti panels, original dimensions, exact materials, and perfect tolerances, all crafted independently from Bugatti and without the company's involvement or branding. This step was a direct challenge to Bugatti's strict control over parts and service, pioneered by their VIN lock system, designed to prevent independent rebuilds. Further evidence appeared in the form of a wall calendar in one video, where the date July 25th was circled with the note, "Panels arrive," written in Armstrong's own hand. This detail quietly confirmed the backup plan was not only underway, but nearing a crucial milestone. Meanwhile, the public saw only Armstrong struggling with the Venom kit, unaware a superior solution was already in motion. Armstrong's foresight was remarkable. When the Venom kit was delivered, he acknowledged it was a gamble, understanding the likelihood of failure either in execution or public perception. but he ensured the project by funding an independent manufacturing route himself, out of his own pocket, without charging the client. This was not deception, but protection. Armstrong's commitment to delivering a final product that truly met high standards, regardless of what happened with the original kit. This secret plan redefines what it means to be a master mechanic. Armstrong moved beyond reaction. He anticipated obstacles, built safety nets, and prepared contingency steps that ensured success was still possible. His backup was more than a repair. It was a full restoration of credibility and quality. The quiet work of designing and commissioning factory-quality panels hinted at a disruption to Bugatti's long-held monopoly. Armstrong's independent supply chain demonstrated that with skill, precision, and the right partners, it is possible to bypass official channels and offer genuine replacements without corporate approval or inflated pricing. What appeared initially as a public failure is now understood as a strategic move in a larger game. One that will not only save the Chiron project, but also shake the very foundations of Bugatti's control over their cars. Transitioning from the secret backup plan, the next chapter dives into how Armstrong engineered these flawless panels and the expert collaboration behind them. Engineering the clone panels. The creation of the backup body panels was no small feat. Matt Armstrong partnered with Motorsport Composites UK, firm renowned in professional motorsport circles for precision carbon fiber fabrication. This company regularly serves Formula One teams and World Endurance Championship constructors, known for crafting components that meet the highest standards of performance and durability. Armstrong's collaboration with them was a deliberate choice, ensuring the panels would match or exceed factory quality. What made this project groundbreaking was the reverse engineering process itself. Armstrong provided detailed measurements, technical drawings, and critical insights to replicate the Bugatti Chiron Pure Sports panels down to every curve and contour. These weren't generic aftermarket parts, but precise factory-spec replicas created from genuine carbon fiber material. Unlike the Venom kit's cheaper composites, the panels sported authentic weaves, proper finishes, and exact dimensions, preserving the original engineering integrity. This approach directly challenged Bugatti's tightly controlled supply chain, which relies on VYN-locked parts and exclusive dealer networks to restrict repairs and rebuilds. By designing panels that fit perfectly without factory logos or authorization, Armstrong undermined the company's monopoly on replacement components. This effort proved that technological expertise and careful craftsmanship could break through barriers that seemed insurmountable. The cost factor also played a key role. These bespoke panels came at a fraction of the price Bugatti would charge, even if the factory were willing to sell them, which they were not. Armstrong funded this entire backup plan out of his own pocket, seeing it as an investment in the project's success and his professional integrity. His commitment went beyond mere mechanics. He took financial and reputational risks to safeguard the build and his client's trust. Quality control was paramount throughout the manufacturing process. Every step, from carbon fiber layering to curing, was supervised or verified, ensuring the final panels would not only look flawless, but endure the rigorous demands of a hypercar. Armstrong's ongoing communication with the fabricators ensured no detail was overlooked, bridging automotive artistry with engineering precision. The team's expertise extended beyond material science. Their experience with championship-winning racing cars brought an acute understanding of aerodynamics, weight optimization, and fitment tolerances. This ensured that the panels would integrate seamlessly into the Chiron's complex structure, maintaining performance and safety standards. The replication was more than cosmetic, it was a complete engineering feat. Behind the scenes, the existence of these panels remained a closely guarded secret. To the public and most of the workshop, it looked like Armstrong was still wrestling with the Venom kit's shortcomings. But in reality, the superior alternative was being readied, a quiet demonstration of patience and confidence. Armstrong's ability to balance visible effort with hidden progress speaks volumes about his mastery as a craftsman and strategist. Transitioning from the technical brilliance of these panels, the broader implications of Armstrong's independent solution challenge the very authority of Bugatti's supply restrictions and raise questions about control and access. Defying Bugatti's monopoly. Bugatti's hold over its cars extends far beyond manufacturing. Its grip tightens through a deliberate parts embargo enforced by V1N locks and supplier agreements. This monopoly ensures that owners must return to the factory or approved dealers for repairs, often at exorbitant costs and with long wait times. Armstrong's independent creation of factory-spec panels directly confronts this system, exposing its vulnerabilities and offering an unprecedented alternative. By building a parallel supply chain outside the official dealer network, Armstrong demonstrated that exclusivity is a matter of control, not capability. His partnership with a high-caliber composites firm proved that the technical knowledge and resources to produce Bugatti-quality panels exist far from the factory gates. The walls built by VIN locks and parts embargoes are not impenetrable. They can be circumvented through ingenuity and determination. This disruption challenges the fundamental argument Bugatti relies on, that only they can provide legitimate parts and service, safeguarding quality and safety. Armstrong's panels match or surpass factory standards without the branding or inflated prices, removing the justification for the monopoly. It forces a re-evaluation of what owners are really paying for when they call the factory, nothing more than a logo and control. For Chiron and Veyron owners, Armstrong's work offers hope. Many have felt trapped by Bugatti's stranglehold, facing outrageous quotes or outright refusals to supply parts. Insurance companies have written off vehicles deemed too difficult or expensive to repair under factory constraints. This independent initiative provides a practical and affordable alternative, potentially reshaping how Bugatti cars are maintained and valued. The impact of this challenge resonates beyond individual vehicles. It touches on broader themes of ownership rights, transparency, and consumer power in the luxury automotive market. Armstrong's success shines a light on how manufacturers wield monopolies that can stifle competition and limit owner freedom. His work invites a conversation about democratizing access to parts and services in an industry built on exclusivity. Yet, this rebellion isn't just economic, it's symbolic. By delivering genuine factory-quality panels independently, Armstrong undermines the narrative that Bugatti's ecosystem is the only path for maintenance and restoration. He proves that independent builders can honor original design and craftsmanship without corporate approval, shifting the balance of power between maker and owner. This challenge places pressure on Bugatti and others, who use similar tactics to reconsider their business models. As independent restorations gain credibility and visibility, the monopoly's foundation, fear of unauthorized repairs and quality compromises, becomes harder to defend. Armstrong's quiet defiance may inspire other specialists to follow suit, gradually eroding restrictive practices. Transitioning from the challenge to Bugatti's monopoly, the next chapter will reveal how Armstrong's secret plan is poised for a dramatic public unveiling, one that promises to rewrite the story completely. The coming reveal and impact. The countdown is underway for one of the most anticipated automotive moments on YouTube. As July 25th approaches, the arrival of Armstrong's independently fabricated panels marks a turning point, not just for the Chiron project, but for the entire narrative surrounding Bugatti rebuilds. This reveal promises to show the world that the failure of the Venom kit was never the end, but the prologue to an unprecedented comeback. Matt Armstrong is expected to face the camera with his trademark calm and honesty. Rather than point fingers or assign blame, he will acknowledge the Venom kit as a daring experiment, one that provided invaluable lessons in fitment, materials, and design challenges. Armstrong's gratitude toward Alex Gonzalez for trusting the process will highlight the collaborative spirit that underpins this complex project, turning what many saw as a failure into a shared journey of innovation. Then, the moment that will change everything: the unveiling of the new panels from Motorsport Composites UK. These aren't just replacements, They are precise, factory-spec carbon fiber masterpieces, crafted to restore the Chiron Pur Sport to its stunning original form. Their perfect fit and authentic finish will challenge every misconception about independent builds and the limits of aftermarket fabrication. This reveal is poised to rewrite not only the story of this Chiron, but also the broader conversation about the viability of independent hypercar restoration. Those who mocked the Venom kit will find themselves cheering Armstrong's genius, recognizing the meticulous planning and engineering excellence that turned a public setback into a triumph. Once laughter turns to admiration, Armstrong will firmly establish himself not just as a mechanic, but as a visionary strategist. Beyond individual accolades, the implications reach deep into the industry's foundation. Bugatti's monopoly, once thought unassailable, begins to show cracks as Armstrong's success exposes the flaws in the "only we can supply" argument. The arrival of these panels signals a shift toward greater independence for owners, builders, and specialists who have long chafed under restrictive supply chains and inflated factory pricing. As the video plays out, Armstrong's balance of humility and mastery will stand as a model for creators facing adversity. His willingness to invest personally and plan ahead without drama underscores the professionalism that defines his career. The reveal will be a moment of vindication for a man who never publicly faltered, who took the hits quietly, and who always kept his eyes on the finish line. This story is larger than one car or one body kit. It's about challenging monopolies and proving that innovation and determination can overcome the barriers set by powerful manufacturers. Armstrong's work will inspire others to rethink how they approach restoration and customization, opening doors once firmly closed. Matt Armstrong's secret plan shows that setbacks can be setups for incredible comebacks. His story reminds us that preparation, patience, and professionalism can overturn the harshest challenges. If you're inspired by this journey through innovation and resilience, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into automotive breakthroughs and untold stories.